Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Tristan here, and today in this video what I want to get into discussing with you guys is a sneaker that I discussed about a month ago. You can go check my video on it discussing the Jordan 1 Yellow Toes or the Jordan 1 Taxi, whatever you want to call it. But this sneaker, I just want to say, I don't think it's going to perform exactly how people think. I'm just going to get into that. I'm going to discuss it. I think it is still a decent hold for the future, but I think there's better options, of course, coming down the line. We'll just kind of get into everything I'm saying, describing, and kind of what I mean. Because maybe long term this is good, but again, all those details will be mentioned. So you want to check my Instagram, any of that down below, feel free, of course. We've had my cook group again going on recently. If y'all want to go check that out, it's right here. Actually, I think I can click on this and go to the page. Yeah, so if you want to go check the Instagram or Twitter for it here, feel free. Go check the website also, get in the wait list. We got, everything you guys need in the group, free bot support, ACO, daily steals, giveaways. I mean, there's more I can mention. We're trying to get early info in and some other things like that. So if that interests you, hey, check it out. But that's all I need to say. Personal Instagram, and let's get into it, discussing the Jordan 1 Taxi. So the first thing I want to mention about the Jordan 1 Taxi is that there is a decent amount of sales on sneakers, almost 10K. I mean, you're at 9.1 right now, which is pretty decent, and the trade range is fairly wide for this. But if you go look at the current prices or kind of current sales, these have been kind of dropping, since the sneaker shock drop pairs have been coming in hand, and of course, since we have the other release for this one coming, the actual sneakers release, not the shock drop release, which has already happened, but we have an actual, dated release coming up, I think on September 24th or something like that. So fairly soon, we're going to be seeing more pairs of these releasing, and I believe that means it's going to be dropping at retailers and a bunch of other locations too. So this one's going to drop a pretty fair amount in price, but if you go look at the sales right now on it for StockX, you have around 500 sales in 3 days. I think, of course, once you have all pairs drop, this will definitely go up because the price is going to be lower, on the resale market, and people are just going to be interested in buying this one up. I fully feel like some people are definitely going to be able to get really, really close to retail on a lot of pairs if they're trying to buy it up for a hold, since I definitely think that these are going to be dropping a decent amount, but I feel like they'll still be profitable. I don't feel like these are going to go under retail. I don't see that. It's too nice of a colorway, in my opinion, for that to happen, but could it? It could, but I just feel like that'd be kind of unrealistic for it to go under its retail. But the retail is higher. It is a new retail. It is 180, not 170. I dropped these yesterday in chat for 170 because, why not? But, I mean, this is a fairly nice sneaker. I've heard really good reviews in hand. I've heard people say this is great quality, one of the better Jordan 1s in a little bit in terms of, overall quality control and, the leather material that they chose to use. A few other small kind of details like that. So, understanding those basic facts, I mean, we'll just kind of see how this one does. Maybe it'll be a good hold in GS. I mean, if you go look at GS sizes and what those go for, it's actually already under retail. So, some sizes. You can see some other ones are going for a decent amount, but this one could be a decent one, depending. I mean, I remember seeing how good the GS bleached corals did. Remember that? So, I might pay some attention to this. We'll kind of see how much it drops. If it goes to like 110, 120, 130, hey, I'm interested, because these could easily go back up to 170, 180 in GS. So, we'll kind of see, but I think they could go higher. I mean, this is a nice colorway, and I feel like, some parents are definitely going to be wanting to buy these up for their kids, but we'll kind of see what happens and, what the parents are feeling come drop day, because I'm still mainly focusing on the adult sizes. I mean, I'm not really interested in this one for the hold, more or less for the quick flip, and if I was going to hold this one, I'd only hold like 5 pairs, and it would probably be bigger sizes. I just don't want to risk. I don't want to risk too much with holding this one sneaker, just because I don't feel like I feel like it's good, but I don't feel like there's too much behind it, if you get what I'm saying. Just because, it will rise, but it's not going to rise fast, if it does, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, go look at the bleach coral ones right here. Let me show you these right here. All right, this sneaker rose a decent amount. Look, size 10s, at 220, got some size 12 at 250. And look all this. I mean, this is pretty good overall performance in terms of prices. 240, 250. These are doing solid. But look at how these rose. I mean, it's kind of awkward and weird, so this similar thing could happen with these. If something similar does happen, I'm not saying I told you so, I'm just saying that's kind of what's been happening with ones recently. They've been rising slow and kind of consistently, like more or less a long-term thing, not quickly. Not like these dunks that have been rising like $50 in a month. Not like the Jackie, Robinson dunks. Not like those. Those rose like $100 in a month. Nothing like that, but definitely, something slight and long term, I feel like could happen with this sneaker, because it's a wearable colorway. I rock with it. I definitely feel like it's easy to style. There's definitely not too much thought that has to be put into styling, the Jordan 1 Taxi. I mean, it's literally yellow, black, and white. You can wear it with black. You can wear it with yellow, all white tee, whatever you plan to wear it with. I mean, you have options. So definitely not a sneaker that's too hard to style. And that's also another very important thing that I mentioned nowadays with sneakers is wearability. If a sneaker's wearable, that is a huge factor for it performing well over time, because that's what people like. People like sneakers they don't have to think about too much, you know, in terms of when they put it on in the morning, and they want it to look good in foot. So, I mean, this is pretty much one of those. You know, a lot of ones are simple options like that where, you know, you can kind of just wear them around, whatever outfit it may be, and it'll work. You know, pants, shorts, t-shirt, long sleeve, doesn't matter. I mean, I've seen people wear ones with about anything, and they work. So that's why I like these, you know, very wearable colorway. Again, these have been having some talk for a while. Again, I feel like in my video I made a month ago, you know, again, these were going for a much higher price in that video I made a month ago, but I definitely was encouraging the sell, I hope, in that video at that point, at least the sell before the actual release, and then holding it when the actual release comes. That's basically the point I have now. Pre-sell this, and then once the release happens, be getting your pairs to hold and worry about it then, because you'll be able to pay less once people have their pairs in and landed and all that. Like, I personally would wait a week or two for pairs to come in before I would even look into holding this sneaker. That's my personal opinion, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of, you know, retail pairs, and, you know, just prices are going to drop. That's at least how I'm feeling about this one, and how I felt about most recent ones. The market's been pretty interesting. It has been recovering for once. That's one thing we can mention, is that slowly recovering, so that's a good thing. But overall, it's mostly long-term plays. It's not like the type of sneaker where you're going to make money really quick. You have to actually, like, I would only hold this sneaker, and I would only hold multiple pairs. So I'd really only hold this one if you have like a lot of capital, you know what I mean? I just I wouldn't risk your money on this one too much, unless you, again, have a lot to put up where it doesn't affect you too much if it goes down. I just started coughing up a storm for like no reason, but I gotta go ship a bunch of packages. That's pretty much everything I need to say about selling or holding this one. Let me know what you guys think. You're gonna hold this one. Hold this one in adult sizes, grade school. I might be checking out the grade school sizes for this one, since grade school ones have been a decent hold recently, along with grade school 4s. So I might check it out there. We'll kind of see. But again, if you want more, you know, content like this, you know, subscribe, like. Just trying to get 300 likes on this video. Follow my Instagram. Go follow Hype Labs again. Check out our website. Get on the wait list if you're interested in anything like that. You know, we've been trying to help a lot of people out in the CG, and that's our goal. So that's everything that needs to be mentioned. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. And hopefully, I'm ending this, but hopefully, I'll catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Peace.
Sticks made a fucking hit.